Alright, here we are back for round one, and we are on the play. Just the way I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. So my current plan is like Student Warfare turn one, and then if we don't draw land, we'll do turn two land tax, and then we'll probably be fine. Seems fine. I'd much rather play like turn two Stoneforge Mystic if we get the opportunity, but you can't have everything in life, you know? Though I pressed F8, so I don't know what the hell is going on. Oh, somebody's taking our stuff. Or rather, somebody took our stuff. So I'm gonna attack. And then play Stoneforge Mystic. So yes, we're gonna dig up Batterskull for obvious reasons. Batterskull puts a lot more pressure on them if they don't kill the Stoneforge. Right now, balance is kind of dead in our hand, but honestly, that's one of the things that that card does, so. Attack for one. Gonna play Batterskull at the end of their turn. Because there's no reason to do it now. If they have an Abrupt Decay, then they just get to use it for free. Well, I take that back. Abrupt Decay doesn't work that way, but... You know. Ancestral Recall? Alright, I see how it is. Does balance hit artifacts? It does not. Interesting. It doesn't really matter because it'll sack our Batterskull token, but it is curious to know. So yeah, we're gonna Batterskull this turn, and then our next turn we're gonna spend playing land tax. So we're a little unfortunate here, not gonna lie, but that's what happens when you run 15 lands or whatever. Maybe 15 is too few, who knows. Villain has an awful lot of cards in hand. What are they gonna do? Nothing? Alright. Stoneforge Mystic it is. The sad part is Stoneforging in a Batterskull is not even that impressive for this cube, to be perfectly honest. Actually, yeah, they could Abrupt Decay that Germ token if they desired. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to continue to be filthy Luxacs. Actually, I shouldn't have played that land. I don't know why I did that. Because the thing is, it doesn't actually let us do anything more than we already have. Like, it doesn't actually enable anything other than making our attack sad, so that was a mistake on my part. Are they going to mana leak it? Oh man. Alright. That's going to make our lives significantly more awkward if we can't draw a blue. Or, sorry, not blue, white. Can't draw a second white soon. But Villain appears to not be doing anything. Even though, oh, I see how it is. I see how it is, Villain. I see where you're at. Balance? Yeah, I'm okay with casting balance here. Forces them to sacrifice their forest. And discard a card. They only discard one card, but hey. Such is life, right? It's like a one-sided pox, not the end of the world. You know, that's not the worst. Not the best either, but it is what it is. So apparently there was a damnation too, which means they're likely to have damnation and toxic deluge. So them countering our land tax was actually fairly ruinous. Demonic Tutor? Oh, jeez. We don't know what they're doing yet, but I'm certainly not happy with whatever it is. It looks like they're just kind of a value deck, though. I don't think they're doing any busted stuff. So, Moxjet? Well, that sure is a card, isn't it? See if we can cast it. We can. But I'm expecting this guy to get countered, in all honesty. If it doesn't, though, we're in good shape, because they don't have ways of exiling. Remand? Okay. Remand's not the worst thing that could have happened to us. Tamio. Okay, so they're going to tap down our white. Yeah, I was about to say that if we draw a land, we're just going to... if we had we drawn a land... Sorry. Had we drawn a land, what we would have done is Faith's Fetters the Tamio so that we don't have to deal with it. So they'll put us in a pretty awkward position now. Hopefully they just tap down the Hangerback Walker, which would be fine, but they probably won't. Yeah, not really happy with the number of lands that we have right now. Gonna level with you guys. I'm expecting a counterspell of some kind here. I'm gonna Faith's Fetters anyway. We have another removal spell if this one doesn't connect. Besides, they're playing Bug. They might even just be able to deal with Faith's Fetters, to be honest. Counter draw? Alright. I see the game you're playing. See, our mana base definitely didn't do us any favors this game. Oh, jeez, really? Alright, I see how it is. The nice thing is we can flicker our batter spell. He fought our Hangerback Walker. Okay. That's actually not bad. Sure, tap it down. I'm gonna play Council's Judgment and nothing else this turn. So our options, we can play like Council's Judgment and do nothing else. We can play Flicker Wisp and get our Batter Skull back. That's not really that great in the face of his stupid Garrick. These guys are black and green, right? Oh shit, the wolves are just black. That's actually quite frustrating. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I just realized that Sword of Body and Mind gives pro green and blue, which means we can deal with both of those stupid guys. Oh shit, we still can't equip this turn? Ooh, awkward. Awkward. Yeah, that's not good. But this game's not going well for us regardless of what happens. And I think we're going to end up jamming another land in this deck. I think I probably was a little ambitious with this mana base and such, but the deck didn't turn out the way I was hoping. Alright, well, let's start first things first. Oh wait, it's only 2 mana, that's right. Use black, equip Sword of Body and Mind. Gives it protection from Tamio. Not that it matters, because we're hoping to kill Tamio, but things don't always work out that way. You got a counterspell? If not, we're just going to take down Tamio. The nice thing is, despite the fact that they're, quote, in control of the game, sort of, we do have a lot, we've gotten a lot of pressure on them, and they have basically none on us. Alright, so we're going to get rid of Tamio, so that he can't do that bullshit. Got that just in the nick of time. I was really concerned about a counterspell. But luckily he didn't have one. So now, next turn we get to Flicker Wisp and get our Batter Skull back, which is a plus, and we're gonna mill him for a bunch, which lets us see his deck, and get a wolf token. So, unless they can draw a black-based kill spell pretty soon, or just have one naturally, like that guy, you know, just being a real guy, you know what I'm saying? So now they're gonna search for a card, a creature card this time. So we at least get to see what he's getting, but it's probably gonna be like Grave Titan or Ulamog or some big dumb thing. You can't actually cast Ulamog yet, so probably not that, but yeah, this guy's got a pretty solid mid-range deck going. I mean, I guess you could call control, but eh. Oh, you're gonna go for Liliana, eh? That's not actually that great. So, oh, yes, play creatures. Don't hold up mana for counters. That's the way I like it. All right, yeah, we take 1 damage. Big fucking deal. Kithiane. Well, we can't cast you just yet, but that's okay. What else are we doing with our mana again? Equipping. So yeah, doesn't really matter how we tap. But if this gets countered, I'm gonna be unhappy for a lot of different reasons. I'm not really expecting them to have another counter though. They might. I'm expecting like that's a removal spell or an excess land or something similar, or maybe just a big dumb fatty. Alright, so we're gonna flicker our batter skill. And we're gonna luckily he doesn't have black open. If he had black open, this would be a much scarier thing to do. Because we can't actually equip the sword until after the batter skull gets exiled. Alright, equip you, ship the turn. Alright, so we get back our batter skull token. We get to see the majority of our opponent's deck if we are allowed to attack next turn. And we have Batterskull blocking the ground, Flicker Wisp about to bash in the skies for almost half his life total. So yeah, feeling pretty good at this point. If he makes us discard Liliana, then, or sorry, Kithion, then whatever. We don't need that card to win the game. Or maybe he's just going to dig up a small creature, like a Scavenging Ooze. Sure, make another guy on the ground. Do not care. 1 hit with sword and he's going to be basically dead. Oh, damn it. This guy's got all the removal. So I'm just going to attack for 6 at his face. What does her ult do? It's 8 and you get to get things when they die or whatever. Yeah, we're just going to attack his face. He's going to block with a wolf token. And his end step will return the batter skull. So yeah, those wolf tins are holding down the ground for him quite nicely. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't really expecting to win this game, so if we do, I'll be happy. However, True Name Nemesis is an insta-win top deck right now. Sure. Attack in. Get in there. Right now, the only creatures he has are tokens, and the only creatures we have are tokens, so even if he did want to ult Liliana, it wouldn't actually achieve all that much. We could equip the sword, but we'd probably rather just block an attacker and then bounce the batter skull. So I suppose that only works if he decides to attack. So villain has far fewer cards in their library, and if things continue the way that they are right now, we're just gonna win. Oh! You're gonna bubble, huh? I see how it is. Oh, no, he's just gonna draw a card. Like, we might be able to straight up mill him out naturally without even using the Sword of Body and Mind. But again, True Name Nemesis is just a GG if we can draw it. What does he do? Ultimate is +X/+X, where X is the creatures in your bin. He currently has 1, 2. He has 3 creatures in his bin, so they get +3/+3, which is not even that impressive when we have Batterskull. Yeah, no attacks from villain. Packrat is not great. We can equip this and play Packrat and still have enough to get everything done. So we'll equip on you, attack for 6, run it into a wolf token. Play our Packrat. We're not going to equip because, again, we want to bounce Batterskull instead. And the fact that we're at 32 life means... And we're at 32 life and we're taking down one of his wolves every couple of turns. So, Garrett Apex Predator, alright. What did he destroyed one of his planeswalkers? I don't know why you would do that. That is just... That doesn't make any sense. Oh, because he only has one Garrett. He can only keep one Garrett. Planeswalker rules. Yeah, sure, bash, bro. Bash. So his ultimate's actually much stronger. Believe it or not. Alright, well, this is GG then. True Name Nemesis. Protection from you. Sword of Body and Mind. Pass the turn. Because it mills 10, and 10's enough to straight kill him. So yeah, we have protection from green, protection from blue, and protection from him. So, seems like a pretty awkward situation for him to be in. Really wish we had some counterspells for those Wrath of Gods, but we don't, so that's unfortunate. Hopefully he actually lets us mill him. Sure, you get Lily's ult, which doesn't do that much. Like, you can get back my Packrat if you want, but he's still the controller of the Packrat, and therefore we have protection from it. It's not the protection works on controllers, not owners, so yeah, he is just dead. Unless the card in his hand is like another Wrath of God or something. If he has Toxic Deluge, then he's not straight dead. We'll have to kill everything. Okay, that's fine. I don't care, believe it or not. I hope you guys could hear that. Sorcerer Crewfish? Sure, your life total does not matter. Augur Bolas, sweet. So now we're gonna know like his entire deck, which is great. We get to find out how many Wrath of Gods he has. If he was smart, he would concede either now or when we put True Name in the attacker zone. Yeah, he conceded. So we don't know how many Wraths he has. We know he has at least one. Okay, so we are going to be on the draw, so land tax can stay in. I do want another land, I think. Probably a basic island. Or, sorry, not island. Plains, excuse me. Creatures separately. What do we want? So, I think we want to be a little bit more sort of face bashy. Like, not when I say face bashy, what I mean there is I like Wormcoil in this matchup, by the way. When I say face bashy, I mean aggressive is fine, but I'd honestly rather just prefer getting big, good things out there and then using those to kill him. So I'm less concerned with going wide and more concerned with just trying to bash with what we have. This is currently 42 cards. I don't want to cut any of our removal because he does have a lot of planeswalkers that we need to deal with. Let's see here. Mirror Angel's fine? Like, but not that great. She's not super impressive. I like Bitter Blossom because he actually didn't have that many flyers and ways to deal with flyers. I would love to bring in Tide Helloskeller, but I don't think that's going to be a hard thing to do. Batterskull was fantastic. I think Wormcoil Engine will be fantastic if we get it. Same with Tasigur. But I do think maybe we want to slow down a little. Just a little, not a lot. Maybe take out like Isamaru or something. Like, I do think speed is one of the things we have on our opponent, but at the same time, oh geez. Banisher Priest, Kithion. What does Kithion even do when he flips? I don't even remember. Actually, okay, I'm going to take out Kithion. I was considering taking out Balance because he has so many Planeswalkers, but I don't think that's a reason to take it out. I think that's just a reason to be less happy about having it in. Alright, so turn 1 Mother of Runes, turn 1 Hangerback Walker. No Stoneforge Mystic, but you can't get that every time, so it's not worth complaining about. Keep. So again, I like Hangerback Walker because they don't have exile effects, which is nice. So now I could play Monster into Warfare instead, which I will do. And this time we'll actually be able to swing for 3 immediately, rather than just leaving it as a 1-1 until it gets run over. Abrupt Decay? Inquisition of Kozilek. Okay. So, likely either taking our Walker... No, he's probably just taking our Hangerback Walker. That's probably the smart money anyway. But given our hand, we weren't likely to cast that for a while anyhow. He took Mother of Runes. Okay, that also makes sense. I'm not super concerned about like unsummon or whatever. I'm just gonna go straight for it. No holds barred. I'm gonna try to play Walker turn 4 if I can. That might be wrong. Got a Sweet Leveler and the original Sweet Leveler. I figured he had that card somewhere. I don't remember if we actually passed it or not, but yeah. Alright, F8. I said F.